All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, it's been a seamless transition for them from head coach Brian Kelly to Marcus Freeman, as the Irish in 2 years under Freeman are 19-7, including going 10-3 last year. Two of those three losses for the Irish came by 8 points or less, so we could possibly have been talking about Notre Dame reaching the college football playoff last year. Of course, things are different this year. The college football playoff field has expanded from 4 to 12, and not on top of that, of course, every league around college football now has a conference championship game. Of course, Notre Dame, as a football independent, does not have that luxury, but they've still got to go out there and take care of their business on enough Saturdays to be in the conversation to possibly get to the college football playoff. So you look at this year's Notre Dame team, and just like it was last year for the Irish, they went to the transfer portal and they also went to the ACC to find their starting quarterback. Last year, it was former Wake Forest quarterback Sam Hartman. This time around, it's former Duke quarterback Riley Leonard. And Leonard is a big physical quarterback, okay? Solid thrower of the football. He's also a good runner of the football as well. And I really think that he's going to give Notre Dame an opportunity to go out there and win. And it's one of those where, for me, just like it was last year with Sam Hartman when he came to Notre Dame, Riley Leonard does not have to come to South Bend and try to play hero ball. He doesn't have to try to go out there and do it by himself. Why? Because there is a lot of talent around this young man as he's going to be under center this year for the Irish. You look at running back Jeremiah Love, and then on top of that, this Irish defense was fifth in the nation last year, very stingy. You've got some talent on that side of the ball with the likes of outside linebacker Jack Kaiser. And then for me, safety Xavier Watts does have the potential to be an All American. That's how good that he is. And again, like I said, for Notre Dame, they don't have to worry, okay, as far as, trying to be undefeated right now, because clearly, and with me saying that, the game has changed as far as, with a 12-team playoff format, you're going to possibly see some teams with 2 and 3 losses get into the field more than likely. But Notre Dame's got to go out there and take care of their business. They begin the season at Kyle Field in College Station against Texas A&M, and of course, there's going to be plenty of familiarity on the field in a couple of weeks. Why? Because Texas A&M's new head coach, Mike Elko, was Riley Leonard's former head coach at Duke. Okay, Notre Dame has their home season opener the following Saturday in South Bend against Northern Illinois out of the MAC. They then travel to West Lafayette to take on Purdue out of the Big Ten. They then go back to the MAC as they host Miami of Ohio on the 21st of September, and then a big showdown for Notre Dame on the 28th to finish the month of September when they host a good Louisville team out of the ACC, a Louisville team actually that was in the ACC championship game a year ago. The Irish then have a bye week to begin the month of October before they host Stanford out of the ACC. Got to get accustomed to saying that. And then Notre Dame will then travel to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Could be a big one, okay, against Georgia Tech. And the reason why I say this is that Yellow Jacket team showed a lot of signs of life last year, okay? And I really think they're no longer going to be a pushover. That could be a tough game for Notre Dame to win right there. They host Navy to finish the month of October before they have their second and final bye of the regular season. And that is going to be before the big time showdown when Notre Dame host Florida State. And I've talked about this. I said it yesterday when I talked about the ACC. Florida State, for my money, is the team to beat in that league. Of course, Notre Dame is a football independent, but that game right there to me could possibly have college football playoff implications. Then you've got Virginia. The Notre Dame will host after that. On the 23rd of November, they take on Army at Yankee Stadium. There's going to be a lot of hoopla around that between in regards to the tradition of those two programs and the tradition of playing in the Bronx as well. And then the Irish finish by traveling to Los Angeles to take on USC. But nonetheless, I think Notre Dame has everything set in front of them to take care of their business out there. I look for me, I think Notre Dame is going to be a playoff team when it's all said and done. I think they have that talent. I think they have the potential, and more importantly, I think they have the head coach that knows how to keep this team motivated on a week to week basis and have them go out there and take care of their business. I think it's a manageable schedule for Notre Dame, and at the end of the day, all they have to do is be one of the best 12. And I'll tell you like this, for the Irish, if they're close enough in the rankings, nobody's going to say no to them as far as, leaving them out of the playoff, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, it's Notre Dame, and Notre Dame brings ratings and they also bring fans. But nonetheless, I think the Irish are going to have a strong season. They had a good season last year with Sam Hartman. I think they have another quality season with this time of Riley Leonard under center. And I think big things are ahead this fall on the gridiron for the Irish. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank all of you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now, you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. Also, be sure to check out the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge channel here on YouTube tomorrow, as I will be breaking down the upcoming college football season in the Mountain West. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I'm signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.